I'm gonna propose something. Okay. If we return to the approval of minutes, and, because that's what you want to discuss minutes.
Yes.
So if we return to approval of minutes, will you speak your mind on the minutes, the issue of the minutes? Will you then allow us to continue with trustee business?
Absolutely, that's all I'd ask.
Because we can't be having the comments and the interruptions. It's just too disruptive. So if I have that assurance from you, then what I propose is that by consensus, we return to the issue of minutes, which is item 2 on our agenda. Okay with everybody?
Good with me.
Proceed.
In discussing the December 7th meeting minutes, you indicated that there were items omitted. The general interpretation or meaning of the minutes was held intact, and anyone can clearly get what the issue was without stating what was omitted as far as fiscal office communication with Frank Gates' company. And what I was getting at is there were several items omitted from the October 19th meeting minute. And I'm just trying to understand, because I've emailed, called, everything else to try to understand where you're coming from, Mr. Chairman. And as I was mentioning before, on June 24th, 2008, your email read, up until the final few months of Donna's tenure, trustees did not have a role in writing, composing, proofing the minutes of the trustee meeting outside of our role of considering and approving the trustee minutes at the trustee meeting. I would like for the township to return to the practice of having the trustee review of the minutes occur during the trustee meeting. Therefore, I do not wish to see any front-end vetting of the minutes. The complete and final version of the meeting minutes should be provided to the trustees the Friday before the Monday meeting, as was past practice. Then, if the trustees are inclined to make corrections, we'll do so during the trustee meeting. On December 4th, I received an email from you with an attachment. So please incorporate the corrections and additions contained within the attached file into your draft meeting minutes for the October 19th, 2009 regular trustee meeting. Thanks. I submitted 4 different versions of October 19th minutes, and they were not suited for your approval until I incorporated your corrections and additions and omissions from the most recently approved minutes that I submitted. Once those omissions, corrections, and additions were made, then you moved on with October 19th. Now we're here at December 7th, where I don't have in front of me, but Ohio Revised Code does state that it does not matter whether a trustee likes it or not what's in the minutes. It's what the fiscal officer presents. You can make corrections and additions, but I don't have to include those. And the December 7th meetings as presented, minutes as presented, there are a small paragraph omitted, but it does not change the meaning of what took place. And therefore, any future conversations, including December 7th, will not include. Just as I played nice and I worked with you on October 19th, and we got them to the point where you were satisfied with them, and so I'm just asking the same respect in regard to December 7th.
Is that all?
Well, I'm sorry, and on October 19th, just as you explained prior to our conversation now, that December 7th included back and forth conversation with Andy Frank. The October 19th minutes included conversation between the board and myself, and that's what was omitted in regards to planning politics and whatnot, which were included and clearly can be heard on the tape.
Okay. So are you done?
Yes, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
Okay. The October 19th meeting minutes that you first presented were not complete. required, and didn't approve them when you present them for the meeting. And that's why we were forced to, I was forced to have to go back to the tape, to listen to the tape. And what I did was, based on my listen, which I've never had to do, by the way, I gave you,
I'm not sure it's ever been that.
okay, can I didn't interrupt the fiscal officer. Could he extend me the same?
This
courtesy?
time you did it.
Okay, well, you gave me assurance that you wouldn't continue to interrupt, you'd allow us to proceed. I listened to you, and if you could extend me the same courtesy, I'd appreciate it. Can I count on that? I take that as a no.
No, I'm listening, I'm looking at you.
Okay. So the October 19th meeting minutes were not adequate. They required someone to listen to the tape. And I did that, and I presented, based on what I listened, I presented you, that email I sent you contained holes in the originally submitted October 19th meeting minutes. And it tracked what was actually said in the meeting. That's all I submitted to you. I wanted to ensure that what was reflected in the meetings minutes that we approved for October 19th actually tracked what was discussed. And as far as these meeting minutes are concerned, these meeting minutes were not even prepared by you because you were not at the meeting. So if there's nothing further on minutes, we'll proceed to public comment.
Actually, I do have, if you're finished.
I think you said your piece on minutes, correct?
No, because I'm responding to what the point you made. In the 4 versions I presented, and even including your additions and corrections and omissions, everything you submitted to me was exactly as stated in the October 19th minutes, with the exception of the omissions of, this is just politics conversation that we had, and some conversation with Mr. Scheidbeck and you. And that's what I'm getting at as far as omissions, and I guess in public, since I can't get a conversation in the office with you, is which way would you like it, the June 24th, 2008 way, or the December 4th, 2009 way?
Is there any additional comment? Okay, not great. We'll proceed with public comment. Anyone wishing to offer